Hey, deserving listeners, 90 Day Fiancé, the other way, let's watch. My name is Dr. Kirk Honda. I'm a therapist and a professor. As I always say, don't use YouTube as a replacement for therapy. If you need a therapist, get one. You really deserve it. Let's watch.
This is not good. I'm definitely upset about it because that was the only thing to keep Jenny here in India for a longer period of time. And now we're back to the same situation we were before. I cannot choose marriage over my parents. I don't know what I gotta do. I'm really...
Okay, interesting. We hadn't heard exactly where Sumit was regarding his dilemma between his parents' wishes and his own wishes of wanting to marry Jenny. And I was curious where he stood because it changes over time, but he just said, I can't choose our wishes, or actually, let's rewind it. But essentially he was saying, I can't marry her because my parents don't want me to marry her. So that's different than what I had thought they had arrived. I thought that Sumit had come to a place of, I absolutely, well, maybe it does fit. So I'm curious if he's saying, I want to please my parents, that's why I can't marry Jenny. Or if I displease my parents, they're going to attack me legally and socially, and that will be very bad for the two of us. Let's rewind that and get that, because I think that's a main question for all of us, at least for me, is what's going on in Sumit's mind?
Only thing to keep Jenny here in India for a longer period of time. And now we're back to the same situation we were before. I cannot choose marriage over my parents.
I cannot choose marriage over my parents. It sounds like he's saying, I can't displease my parents because that would mean I was a bad person or a bad son. It kind of sounds like what he's saying, and I don't want to displease I don't want to choose marriage over my parents. It kind of sounds like that. I wonder if, as time has progressed, that Sumit's deep, infatuated love for Jenny has diminished, which is common in long-term relationships, and now he is more, I don't know, leaning towards pleasing his parents as opposed to retaining Jenny. I wonder if his dedication to Jenny and the process is starting to wane a bit. I don't know. I hear it in his language, but I don't know if I'm just reading into things. Let me know in the comments what you think.
I don't know what I gotta do. I'm really in fear for Jenny and I.
Again, I don't know if I'm reading into things, but he's saying, I don't know what we're going to do. I'm really in fear for Jenny and I. Instead of maybe what he would have said before was, we got to figure something out because I'm dedicated, I'm in love, and we're going to make something happen. So he's maybe hinting that he's worried that it's just not going to work out. And I think that they gave it a valiant try to convince their family, their people in the community, and it, is a huge ordeal that maybe you had a good run. You had 10 years together, and maybe it's time to choose a different path. I wouldn't fault them for that. All right. Well, if you haven't become a patron of the podcast yet, you can do so by going to patreon.com. There should be a link below for that. That's how we know you like what we're doing, if you can afford it, of course. Up to you, absolutely. Either way, thanks for watching. And everyone out there, please take care of yourself because you deserve it. You really, really do.